It's hard to hear, but there's definitely a weird harmonic noise as well. It doesn't sound quite right. Very suspect.
There.
Bueno?
That should be good.
Just gonna leave it running so a bunch of pressure builds up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't need to pop the hood.
Yeah, it doesn't,
It's infinitely popped.
yes. See what happens when you try to make a taco with your hood?
It's not a Tacoma. Get it? Taco? Ha. Ha. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh.
Ha. I'm just trying to learn from our greatest mentor.
Alright, anyways. Turn the mic around and get it close to the hose. Oh. Oh, there's a little bit.
Hear that, internet?
The crumple.
It's a crinkle, Brandon.
Well, also, radiator cap is on, right? Listen to here. Radiator cap don't do much.
It's all fucked up. Take it off. Show them. Show them what we talking about.
Hold on, it's even over here.
Oh my god. See, look how nicely that crappy little car lot cleaned this place up, dude. They made it look like it's all
Ooh, I wonder if I can hear the lower radiator.
nice. They're like, 200,000 miles. That's nothing for one of these. Trust me. Just go on the internet and you'll see people say these are the greatest things ever made. This one's perfectly fine. It's only 15 grand out the door for a 2002 model.
Yo, this lower hose is...
And then you open the closet and what do you find? Skeleton City.
Hold on. Be quiet. No.
What's going
Nope, I
dribble
don't
on
hear no
you?
crust on that one. No crusties there.
All right, we're gonna drain the coolant out and we're gonna put that flush stuff in there. And then we're gonna run it for like an hour. So it really gets all the rust particles out. Looks like we gotta take off this skid plate here. We got some 12 mils hiding up in there. We got some 12 mils not hiding right here. So that we can gain access to the petcock. We have gained access to the petcock. And now we will drain it of fluid. Now that the cooling system is empty, I'm gonna fill it with this. And just this. 22 ounces. That's all it takes. And then we're gonna start it up, let it run here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, overheat real good. That way we're sure all the rust particles are removed. And then the rest of this is just water, man. We're just gonna top it off and let it run. And then we're gonna drain it out, and then we're gonna do the water pump. And then we're gonna fill it back up with actual coolant this time. Because apparently someone ran just tap water in this. Oh, got it all topped off, and I was sure to not spill any.
We've been letting this run for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I haven't been keeping complete track, but I got the funnel back. I put it, you know, a little higher with fluid so we could actually see it instead of the little tiny hole here. I started pumping this because obviously it's had some time to work, and you need to, like, I wish you guys could smell this. I don't know what. was in here, what's going on with that. I think we're gonna let it go for another hour or so. It's not overheating or anything, which is good, but this diarrhea water needs to get out of here for sure.
We ran the flush through there for probably an hour and a half. And it's looking pretty nasty in there, so we're gonna drain this all out. Oh God. And
smells great.
Ah! Didn't do that last time. Yeah, I made a chocolate milk on the floor.
Did someone say chocolate milk?
Drink it up!
So now that we have all the diarrhea soup out, radiator's getting replaced, we got a new cap, both upper and lower hoses because we don't know what might have happened on the inside of them. Thermostat, water pump, and I think that's about it for what's forward of this. We're gonna see how bad everything is. I know the oil cooler on this, the coolant hoses are leaking on that, but as of right now, we can't get them anytime soon, or maybe not ever. I don't know. It depends on availability coming back again for them. I'm gonna start tearing into this, just ripping everything out from the front so that we can get to the water pump, and then just putting all the new stuff back in. When we first inspected this, we heard a bunch of crunching when we grabbed the upper hose. So I wanna see how well that rust treatment cleaned out. Oh, it's not terrible. Oh, yeah, you can see a lot of the crusties that are still stuck in there even after the rust treatment. There we go. So this last radiator bolt is hard to get to say the least. But, so I'm gonna raise it up and I'm gonna take off the lower radiator hose and the transmission cooler lines. And then we will pull the radiator out so that we can get to everything in here. Ooh, 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 what the f is that?
Sludge.
Oh my God.
The death goo.
This is solid dirt. This is fucking...
What are we looking at?
This is the solid diarrhea in the diarrhea water.
Rowan pooped in the radiator.
Oh. Yeah, what else you got in there?
Look at that. Ugh, just more. I was looking and I was like, there's a ledge in there.
Oh.
Fucking. Ugh. And
Smell it. What does it smell like? I don't want to see it.
like, that is fucking disgusting. Now that the radiator's out, we got the hoses off and shit. I'm gonna take the belts off so that we can get to the water pump to change that out. Thermostat's right here. I'm gonna clean what I can, depending on what we find inside or how much more sludge is there. We might have to do a couple of these flush treatments. Okay. So now we're just gonna have to loosen the timing belt. We'll get everything set to top dead center on here. Take timing belt off, water pump. Make sure it's not super crusty in there. And we'll have to see what we do about that if it is. These timing marks are these little arrows, these little cuts right here where they point. Someone already marked them. They line up with these. So I'm just gonna spin the engine around. And when it does come around, this crank should be looking at 0 when those are there. But we're gonna do a timing belt. I don't know if you can see all the cracks, but yeah. I don't wanna put that back together like that. 0. Lined up, lined up. So now we're good to take the timing belts off. Oh, there we go. So I got the 2 top AC compressor bolts out because they are not in a good spot at all. I'm gonna raise it up, do the bottom two, pull it away, take the bracket off so we can get to the tensioner. And the bracket that holds the compressor on is blocking the tensioner bolt. So I got all the bolts out. AC compressor's loose, bracket's loose. There's 5 bolts for the bracket. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Tensioner is out. All right, once this is off, I'm gonna go check all the torque specs so that I can get everything in quickly and not snap any bolts. I'm gonna slide the thermostat in. This one was pretty rough. I actually had to go lightly on the wire wheel with it. I'm gonna put the tensioner on down here. Once the tensioner's on, I can start putting the lower cover on, AC bracket back on, crank pulley and whatnot down there. And then once we got most of the stuff down here happy, I'm just gonna work my way up to getting the radiator back on. And I'm probably going to take this off and do the same thing that we did with the lower hose because that's not good either. Now I'm gonna put the new radiator in, and then we're gonna get the hoses all set up and burp it. Take it like you want it. It's been sitting here for about 20 minutes just running and stuff. So we're just waiting for it to fully burp, get all the way up to temperature and everything. We don't have any leaks, we don't have any weird noises. I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna button up the last bit of everything because I'm sure you don't care about me just putting on the skid plates and whatnot. I still gotta clean out the reservoir. Yeah, that's last on the list. We don't care about that. It'll drive out of here before it needs tires. But yeah, so this one should be good now. Hopefully no more rust.